Will Link escape Death Mountain? We will have to find out on more Link to the Past. This is redxparasites. This time with more escaping than usual. I'm back just by myself now. I've exhausted myself with guest commentators for the time being. It was nice having company, but I'm just gonna have to get used to doing things on my own because I can't have my friends over all the time. That would be the third. But this is a pretty easy tunnel, and I can't believe I didn't find it earlier, but yeah, that's escaping from Death Mountain. So now that we have all three pendants of courage, wisdom, and power, we can now go get the Master Sword, which is in the Sacred Woods Force thing. That one. Yeah. I was a little worried when I started this episode whether or not I'd be able to find the Master Sword soon enough to finish the episode, just because I know how annoying Lost Woods scenarios can be. But it's not really a problem. Hey, look, the Master Sword! Oh, wait, it's a fake. It's stupid! Who would put fakes? That person that you saw there chasing after me was a bandit, and if they grab you, then they take some of your stuff, so it's best to just avoid them, which I do for the most part. It's one time where I don't do it. So coming up, once I realize that I can't go that way, is a mushroom. Yes, it's a mushroom. It smells like sweet, rotten fruit. Hey, why didn't it make me more powerful? Oh, wait, this is Zelda, not Mario. Right. But that mushroom is associated with a certain side quest, which I may or may not be going on later. I think I pointed out when we were recording the video, because this is post-recorded commentary, that almost every Zelda game has like a mushroom associated with some side quest. But anyways, yeah, I made the switch from like regularly recorded commentary to post-recorded commentary just because there was some weird audio desync between the emulator recording and the audio recording, and I tried my best to make it sync back up again, but it's more of a pain than it's worth, so I figured I'm just gonna go with it and record the commentary afterwards. Oh look, animals! I must be getting close. Very close, in fact. What do you say? To take on my Highland English dictionary. So I didn't realize that I was on the wrong side of the sword, that all I had to do was just go around and pick it up. But epic occasion, three pendants, unsheath! Hooray. Suddenly unpronounceable contacts me telepathically. What do you have to say? Link, it's extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. With this shining sword, I believe you will deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. It's a pretty heavy burden, if you ask me. But yes, now I have the Master Sword, and it's shiny! But now that I have that, I'm just gonna sort of exit the forest. Oh look, another telepathic message. It must be from Zelda. Oh no, she's gonna be kidnapped. I must prevent this as quickly as I can by going back exactly the way I came and not picking up any mushrooms. The funny part is, I actually get distracted. Well, it's a piece of part, so it's good, but I know, I should probably be saving Zelda, but eh. It's a scripted event in a video game, it can wait. Do want. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to fall from above. There's probably a patch of grass somewhere. think I remember seeing a patch of grass up there a little bit earlier. Yep, there we go. How much you bet it's the middle one? And it's the middle one! So predictable. But I don't really care because it gets me a piece of art. So, happy day. Now let's go back and actually... Well, actually, we're not going to rescue Zelda yet just because she hasn't been kidnapped yet, but we have to watch her be kidnapped. So let's escape the Lost Woods, or whatever they're called, and head for the Sanctuary. Head for the Sanctuary. Yes, the Sanctuary is in that direction. See, unlike my friend KV Dude, I don't know this game like the back of my hands. So I actually have to take a look at the map and use the map every once in a while. Alright, I wasn't actually supposed to be heading towards the Sanctuary as the castle for some reason. I don't know why, because Zelda was originally hiding at the Sanctuary, but then... I don't know, she decided to move? Which is stupid. Especially since I didn't realize at this time that I couldn't go any further this way. So I'm just sort of messing around with the soldiers pointlessly. I have better things to do than chuck rocks at people. But apparently I don't. Ah, sandwich. It's a Link sandwich between two soldiers. This is quite painful for Link. Now I realize, oh, I'm going the wrong way. So then I take a less direct route. I go off to the right and then past the Sanctuary, past the Cemetery, past the Soldier, past the other soldier. Aha! Evasive maneuvers. One thing that I forgot to point out that I probably should is that the Master Sword is actually twice as strong as your regular sword. I believe KV Dude pointed this out, that you can get, I think, 2 other swords at other points in the game that are even stronger than this one, so I'm looking forward to the added power. At this point I debated going in the front door because I think it's possible to go in the front door, but in typical Zelda fashion, or not really Zelda fashion, but more like, I don't know, Mission Impossible, I was going to go in the secret exit and be stealthy. Not really that stealthy because I just go right to the courtyard, but slightly more stealthy than usual. Look at how stealthy I was. You couldn't even hear me. That's probably because I didn't say anything, but you couldn't hear me anyways, so okay, we're back in the courtyard. Castle garden, whatever it is, with more arrow throwing. But in case you couldn't notice from the last time we were here, it's A, not raining, and B, there are more and more difficult soldiers. Luckily, the blue ones only take 2 hits to defeat. It's a good thing that I take many more hits for them to defeat, but heaven knows that they can get more hits on me than I can on them. So my first thought, oh, I'm gonna head for the throne room, but no, it's actually not there. It's in a different area. It's actually on the roof. So I was like, oh, there's nothing here. It's fantastic. So that's me realizing, oh, I need to go somewhere else, which I haven't been to before. It wasn't really that hard to find. So I first tried going to the right, and then there was nothing there. So then I went to the left. Remember, left is a good direction. I like left. Left-handedness for the win. And actually, I don't know if I really pointed this out before, but I think at least game is supposed to be left-handed. You can tell from the way he holds the sword. And yes, he is left-handed, which is cool. So here's the magical electrical Batman symbol that was guarding the actual throne, whatever this happens to be. So, gonna be doing some enemy fighting, like chainmail, ball, chain, something like that. Those kinds of enemies. So, I end up coming up with a good strategy to defeat them, which is useful. You'll see it in You'll see it in a moment. So I just sort of hit them, hide as they swing, and then just sort of go back and hit again when they come back and follow me. It takes a little while, but it's highly effective. I mean, that seems to be a generally effective strategy for most enemies in the game. If you try to hide behind some kind of like thin ball, like I'm doing, and then just sort of keep on letting them come to you. Most enemies in this game are programmed to do that. So here's some more enemies, which apparently have like swords. Okay, it looked like there for a second his sword was like coming out of his eye, like when he's facing to the left or the right. But he's just like holding it up behind the air or something. There we go. Treasure chest. Key. Na-na-na. I know, it was very difficult to figure out what I needed there, but hey, I had to defeat the enemies for something, right? As an added challenge, we now add darkness. It makes defeating enemies so much more difficult. See? So this is actually a semi-maze. I mean, it was actually pretty easy to figure out, but if you couldn't figure it out, then it's essentially a labyrinth. So you could solve it by just hugging one edge and then keep on going. Although to be fair, it has more than one entrance / exit, so I guess that's sort of a disadvantage. But still, it wasn't very difficult to figure out. Dun dun dun. Oh wait, I've already been. I haven't been here. So an interesting thing about the torches, that is, if you light them with your lantern, then it'll brighten up the room. If you light up more than one, then it'll make it even brighter. It's the disadvantage to these torches that they go out over time. So the one that I lit first is gonna go out, and then decide to light another one, and then that one that I just lit over there is gonna go out. So hooray for visible lighting. So go through, get another key for another locked door. This is riveting stuff. Riveting. I'm shaking my head right now. It's probably more in anticipation for the boss than it is for this maze. So difficult. Don't know if I can figure it out. Even though I already did. Attack! Getting more people attack me. Okay, well, see you next time.